Hi guys, it's Heather, the Butterfly Effect Plant-Based Extreme Weight Loss, and this is another episode of Brain Food. So what is brain food? It is the daily motivation and inspiration that we get from books, YouTube videos, great speakers, anything that is inspiring me that I want to share with you or that I think other people might get some benefit out of. So this week we are looking at a book called Thin from Within by Joseph J. Luciani, Ph.D. He is a psychologist, and this is a really great book. I was talking about it a little bit last week, and I specifically want to discuss some things that I thought were really helpful. Basically, the premise is that your brain is in charge of saying yes or no to food, and that you can train yourself to not be subject to impulse control. And he does this with a technique that he actually developed for another problem, which was depression and anxiety, and it's called self-coaching. And he wrote a couple of other books called Self-Coaching and The Power of Self-Coaching. And so self-coaching in regard to weight control goes like this. The first thing that you do is maybe take a statement. He had a statement in here that I just thought he could, it was better. Let's see. It was, okay. So first step is, there's 3 steps in self-coaching. So the first is to separate facts from fictions. So if you say, I'm so hungry, I can't wait to eat. I have to have that. It looks so good. I can't say no to it. So if I take those statements, the first one, I'm so hungry, that might be true. But the other ones, I can't wait, I could wait, so that's a fiction. And then, I can't say no to that, that's a fiction too. So anything that goes against your goals is going to be a fiction. So you're able to talk back to that impulsive voice inside your head and say, no, I can wait. I choose to wait. That is a fiction. I'm not going to do that. And then that leads you to the second step, which is the ruminating thoughts. And so ruminating thoughts are that point at which you're deciding, should I have this food or should I not have this food? And so if you can determine that you've got a fiction, that you have statements that aren't true, and then you will stop those ruminating thoughts by saying, no, you are not true. I don't have to do that. And it makes it so that you automatically decide whether or not you will have something kind of before you start. So you, if you've decided, for instance, that you're going to be eating a plant-based whole foods diet, as I have. So if I look at a food and immediately, if it's not whole foods or plant-based, I just automatically know, no, I won't be having that. And so it lets you decide, is this food in line with my goals and my plans, or is it not? And if it's not, then you've already decided that you're not going to be having that. Hi, Hannie. Cats are, big book lovers. Hi, Hannie. Okay, and so that is step 2, is to say no to those ruminative thoughts. And then finally, letting go and having self-trust. And this, I have to say, I have gotten to, but it has taken me a while. And so some ways that he talks about having self-trust is developing some visualizations that can help you switch gears when you need to. For instance, he says, if you find yourself about to eat something and you catch yourself in the middle of it and you know that you don't want to eat that thing, you can say, stop it, drop it. and say that really sharply to yourself. And he has you even do an exercise where you're holding something in your hand and you tell yourself, stop it, drop it. And you drop whatever it is that you have in your hand. And it'll give you that strong mantra if you start to get into trouble. If I start to get in the peanut butter jar, which actually happened to me, where I was like, ooh, peanut butter, I'm just going to have a couple bites. And I went, stop it, drop it. And it sounds so juvenile, but that's kind of why it works, because we have that strong parental memory of our parents protecting us by saying, stop that, don't do that, you know, that's hot, or that's poisonous, or that's breakable. You know, it gives you that alarming feeling, and it can help snap you out of the unconscious, like blissed out compulsive state that you're in. And then another visualization that he talks about, or that he uses, is changing the remote. And so, you know, you may be tuned into the I want it right now channel, but you can kind of change your mind and get into another state where you can say, now I'm going to be on the, you know, I'm going to be on the vacation channel, and I'm going to be relaxed, and I'm going to be thinking about where I'm going for my next vacation. Or one of my favorite ones, he doesn't talk about it, but when I was reading the book, I was thinking, what would I do if I won the lottery channel? You know, let me fantasize about spending that money. But anything to redirect your thoughts. So you can, almost like switching the channels on a remote, you can choose the thoughts that you're going to have by changing the channel on the remote. Okay, and then the last one, this one I really liked. He was saying, another thing, if you're in that moment and you're about what he calls the tipping point, when you're deciding to do something that you've chosen, that you previously had chosen not to do, if you're in that state and you want to not do that thing, then you can choose to do another visualization, which is the safety cord on a train. You know, in old movies they always have the like, stop the train, and they pull the safety cord and it stops the speeding train. You can use that one as another one, like, no, I need to stop this train, this is not going where I want it to be going. And so you can use that visualization to help you stop a behavior that you don't want to do. So all of those are really strong techniques that he talks about in the book. And so overall, I found this book really helpful. I really liked that it was Hannie apparently liked it too, that it was really focused on things that we can practice. He talks about self-discipline being a muscle, and that we just have a flabby muscle because every time that we've been faced with temptation, we've just given in to it, and we haven't flexed our self-discipline muscle. And so he says what we've done is we've overdeveloped our compulsivity muscle, and we just need to switch that. And so and work it out. And every time that you use those techniques and you keep from doing something that you don't mean to do, you build up that muscle and you build up your strength so that you can even be better next time. So I encourage you to check this book out. I wanted to remind you that if you have never gotten a book shared with you on Audible, you can tell me your email address, and or even Messenger. I found out this even works with Messenger. You can share a book with someone. And so if you want me to share this book with you, and I have it on Audible, and I also have a paper copy because I liked it that much. That is how much I like this book. But if you want an Audible copy and you've never had one shared with you, because I guess it only works one time, then I can share this book with you. So just send me a message and I'll do that. And I will talk to you guys next time, and may or may not have an insane cat as my co-host. Have a great week, you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.